Hello.
Ooh,
Oh,
Crisp.
made
That
you
was pretty.
wait for it.
That was pretty good.
Julia, I don't want to make you feel bad, but that was good.
It seemed slow to me. Maybe it's just a difference
Make 'em
in
wait.
method.
Make 'em
But
wait, poet.
yeah, I just
Woman.
the and then crack is not how I roll. I go full. Everything goes at the same time. You know.
Damn, dude.
But then you don't get the appetizer and the entree, you know.
Patient.
Patient.
My new thing is that if I'm going to drink a drink that is 100 calories, it better taste okay. And this tastes like an apple cider seltzer cocktail, and I'm okay with that. I
Okay.
Hey,
will
that's
say.
great.
It's
Okay.
from Austin East Ciders, Texas.
Texas.
It's fine.
It sucks.
Some parts are okay.
How many calories are in a normal beer? In a beer.
You don't want to think about
You
that.
don't.
too
You don't.
much.
Don't think about
Yeah,
that.
I don't want to. I don't want to
Don't
talk
reveal
about that.
that. Don't reveal that to the audience.
Also, let's be honest.
It's 0.
Calorie counting is
It's only 150 to 200 or so.
I
you're
said
good.
I did not consent to know, but fair enough. This is Join the Party Side Quest, folks, where we make up plot hooks, small adventures, NPCs, and items. And you out there, you in chat, hello Jordan, hello Westy, hello Commander Fizzle, hello Library, hello Tia Tina. You can help us to make up plot hooks, small adventures, NPCs, and items. I said that. Give us your suggestions, whatever you want to see. I am still here in charge, creating in Canva. I made my hands do the spider motion because my keyboard is down here. Typically, you can't see it. But Eric is also here, and so
It's me.
surprise.
we will have we're graced with the presence of Eric, and B, we can actually rotate, I think, slides where each of you leads as I make your vision a reality in Canva.
Oh, that's true.
Which could be great.
I think Eric should do all of them.
Oh, you mean like streams when I was
You would.
usually here?
Got him.
Fucking got him, Julia. Go outside. Go outside and think about what you've done.
No.
Are we having stream outside today?
No,
Yes.
it's the weather's nasty right now in New York. We do not want stream outside today.
We'll go outside at Brandon's house. Brandon, you can go outside.
It's beautiful right now, so yeah.
Ah,
Lucky.
love it.
He
Yeah.
says, looking at some birds.
Yeah.
It's beautiful outside right now.
Can
and
I
there's just
tell
a
you-
bird in the window.
Eric,
What's up?
yesterday I got my plants from my garden for the season. So I went up to plant them. And when I first walked out there, I put some peanuts on the ledge and there was no one there. And I was out there for 30, 45 minutes until someone finally came and got one. And it's Gussie. He's the big guy who has no compunction about being next to humans. He's chill with us now.
Cool.
And
His name is Gussie's?
Gussie. It's named Lauren named them
Lauren
all
named
after PJ Wodehouse characters.
Oh, sure. No, that I'm not.
Yeah.
That I understand. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I thought it was multiple Gussie, and I'm like, that's a lot of dowagers in one room.
But Gussie, so Gussie got a few of them, knocked a few of them off, and then went off and ate them, and then came back, and I was like, "Oh, you want some more, Gussie?" And so I put another 2 on there, and he took them, and then for the next 10 minutes, he would just, when they were gone, he would just stand on the window on the railing, waiting for me to basically giving me a middle finger until I gave him more peanuts. He was just like, "Hey, fuck you! What are you doing? Give me more peanuts! What are you doing?"
Yeah,
Hey,
the Blue Jays do that too.
hey, what are you doing?
Gussie's trained you.
Brandon, they'll come to the door and they'll look inside and they'll go, "Wah!" I'm like, what? What do you want? I gave you peanuts already.
That makes it sound like you let them in. Julia, you welcome them in like a vampire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're like, if you kept the door closed, they wouldn't come inside of your house and go, meh.
But if you spill the peanuts, they have to count them all, so it's fine.
That is a vampire thing.
Damn. You can tell if it's a vampire or a bird because you can hold up a mirror to it, and both times they're upset.
That's going to be a new live tour game. Is vampire or bird?
Or new Jewish stereotype. That's always an option. That's always in there.
I don't think I can run that game, but that's just me.
Anyway, it can be one of the 3.
CMT Fizzle says the Blue Jays are Wario with your Blue Jay
Wah!
sound.
Wah!
Wow. Yeah, the birds haven't had a mainline game in a while. They only do driving for carts.
Yep.
Oh, well, speaking of doing things that are on this slide, Hannah for breakfast just subscribed with Prime. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you, Hannah. As you wonderfully demonstrated, you can hook up your Amazon Prime if it's a thing you have, because this is required in capitalism for many of us, effectively, and get a free Twitch gaming sub.
We also just got a hype train. 5 more minutes.
I don't think. Okay, Eric,
Now we're on our
Eric, you are a neutral arbiter who knows more about Twitch than all of us.
Okay.
When it says on the screen level 1 hype train 62%, does that mean you have gotten 62% of the level 1, or you are 62% of the way to a level 2?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. The thing is that Twitch just kind of makes it up. Like, who knows? Like, I think the answer doesn't matter because they don't care.
No, but it does matter
So-
for me, because if it is level 1, then I have to watch more Mamma Mia. But if
Yes.
it is not, if it's 62% of the way to a level 1 and we never get to the level 1, then I don't.
Yeah, I mean, it does. Oh, no. No, I think that level 1, you. No, I think you need to get to level 2 to get there because I don't think it's moot because
Well, don't worry, we just did.
Yeah.
Hey. I believe I'm almost certain that that means now we have achieved a level 1 hype train. It's behind us and we're chugging toward level 2.
Yeah, like 2 subs in a row can't be a hype train.
But
Agree to
it did
disagree.
just say level 1 complete.
No,
which-
I know. I'm agreeing with you. I'm siding with Brandon.
Oh, so it's 2 against 2. Okay,
I'm
okay,
also
interesting.
siding with you guys.
No. It's
Yeah.
us 3 against Julia.
I just want
Oh, okay,
Brandon to
okay.
watch more Mamma Mia.
No,
here
I
we
can
go.
tell that.
I do
I
too.
can
And
tell.
unfortunately, my ruling was against fun. Thank you so much, Library Chick. As I here eat the Arnott's orange slice biscuits,
Yes.
which I eat during most streams. I've been making them last. They're incredible. But I am very grateful, and yeah, I think
Yes.
we have to make it toward the end of the train in order for the train to be a train.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my god, Mixel, thank you for 2 gifted
Hey.
subs.
We're also getting very close, I think, to the end of Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. So it is almost time for us to plan what the next movie musical we're going to force Brandon to watch is, you know?
I think we should. If we do the whole movie musical, I
Mhm.
think that this needs to cross over to actual recorded onto the feed of some sort, like onto the Patreon or whatever. And then we have to do it because I think that we need to let more people know we have a stream and that they can enjoy all of the wonderful things that we do. So I think if we get to all of Mamma Mia, we actually need to have Brandon has to lead an episode where he has to lead a party planning episode at least, and we can like release it for everybody, but it can be in the party planning canon where he reviews Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again and has to carry it for at least 45 minutes.
What if I ran a one shot in the world of Mamma Mia?
But it has to be canonically accurate.
Brandon, that's stressing me
Wait,
out.
we
with the level
all
of
play the
complexity.
dads? That's crazy.
The level of complexity is starting to stress me out.
5 more minutes.
Well, I was going to volunteer to write and run a 1-page RPG where the 3 of you determine who is the father.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty
so,
good. Okay, then we
yeah,
should do that.
That I can do.
That's
But
really
Brandon
funny.
also needs to. Brandon has to complete like a competency quiz. Like
Yes.
you know how in
Yes.
English class they will put out a movie, but you need to complete a quiz. But he has to do it in front of us so we know he's not cheating.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Or like he has to share his screen while he's doing it. So he has to complete a like a content quiz or something.
You have to install some of that software that colleges have now where they like lock down
my
your
God.
computer.
Brandon,
Nightmare.
you can't cheat, and also you have to make sure to move your mouse every 5 seconds.
But not too much, 'cause
or
then
you're
they know it's a
fired.
wiggler.
Or you're fired.
Yeah.
Or I fire you.
I like this.
I
This is
think
a
we
good
should
plan.
do that. I mean, we're getting there. If you guys want people to know that everyone fucking loves the stream, and
It's
for
true.
some reason, listen,
The stream is where the Jokin was born.
the Joker
Yeah.
was born on stream. Grumfungo was born on stream. Captain Copernicus Cobb was born. I think that more people should know about the stream.
Space Egg.
Yeah.
Don't
Space
forget about
Egg.
Space
Is it
Egg.
space?
Thank you for another sub, Westy.
Crossover hit Space Egg.
Yeah, it's an in space. That's basically the subtitle of Julia's RPG from the Space Lasers.
Yeah.
That's true.
yeah. Except mine was about the great state of New Mexico.
Yes, God, that was so funny.
Incredible. Well, I'm so glad we've all gathered here today. I do think it's important that we get into our first side quest.
Yes.
So what I would like to know is, do any Majesto.
I couldn't
You're
remember
right.
Majesto's name. I was like, it's not Mysterio, but it feels like that.
The Mysterio and counter Mysterio.
Yeah.
It was also probably the funniest joke I've ever made happen on stream.
And
Which is
one was
where
that?
I think it was Majesto, but there was a joke where I couldn't tell them apart, and I took the gun image and I flipped it from one side to the other. I'm like, I can't tell which is which.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It might be the funniest thing that I've ever done.
Yep. It's
Yeah.
pretty good.
I
You guys
forgot
know
that there's Majesto with a G and Majesto with a J.
Yeah,
Yeah,
two
of course.
And you
Majestos.
don't know which one's evil and which one's nice.
I know. I just forgot that we spelled them differently for.
Well,
for
that's how you tell is
context.
you ask them to say their
I
name.
thought it was the
Mhm.
colored hat.
No, if one says
No, also their name.
Magesto, then you know that's the one you shoot.
Of
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing to ask. Amanda, what are you doing?
Well, I'm just kind of musing until someone gives me a dedicated direction.
And you went to Magician?
Because
Well,
Majesto.
yes.
Oh,
Majesto.
because of Majesto, that's right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
He's got a
I
gun.
am-
Yeah. Oh, did you guys see that for spirits that I made a Gorgon Ramsay? Did you see
I
that?
did see that. Yes.
Here, can you
did.
bring this up? Can you bring?
Sure. Give me a minute.
Where did
Or
I
is
think
this
I
too
did
annoying?
see that?
No, Amanda, it's
Tumblr.
on the it's on the uploads to
It's on the
Oh,
the reason why
the
I asked is
Canva.
that it's on Canva.
Yeah.
Great.
I saw it last time I was trying to find something.
Oh, it's
there,
at the
so.
top.
Love to hear it.
Oh
Yep,
no,
there it
that's just the image.
No, there's a saved version of it, I guess, in the files, so it's okay.
I am on it.
Yeah,
Nobody look. If we have any
That's
secrets
okay.
in there.
It's just our Canva.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. There
Yeah.
might be announcements or something. Hey,
Yeah.
Eric,
Very good.
that's really good.
Isn't that good?
That's
Yeah.
extraordinary.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Also, the thing people don't know is this is Julie Chen Moonves, who is the host of Big Brother.
That's Julie Chen Moonves?
Yes, it was a
What?
parody. Yes, this is Julie Chen.
I
That's
didn't
wild.
know that.
I did not know
Yes,
that.
look at her. It's Julie Chen. This was not part of an actual Gordon Ramsay show, but a like gag for CBS,
Mhm.
which is why they're crossing over
Oh.
Big Brother and Hell's Kitchen.
God.
We're not
Yeah.
actually a Fox show, so it must be for some reason. But or it was a Jimmy Kimmel
No,
skit. It was a
yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel skit.
Oh,
Gordon
yeah,
Ramsay
yeah,
is not that funny.
No,
No, that's
No.
so funny. I was really proud of this. Canva's powerful, guys.
Canva is so powerful. I know, absolutely incredible. I love it. Yeah, and Pastor Booby, thank you, Bray. Just I want to say your username periodically as well. It's like we know you're Bray, but also it's an incredible username.
Yeah.
Showing off some of the subscriber-only emotes that you can get here in the Twitch.
Is
Facts.
Bray a preacher of about boobs, or is his flock boobs? You
I
know
guess
what I'm
question.
saying?
I assumed it was like blue-footed booby preacher.
Oh,
Interesting.
that's good.
Bird,
Okay,
bird
praise.
preacher, yeah.
Praise gonna specify.
The bird,
It
the
was the
bird.
I love that absurdist Gen Z humor.
Bray said, "Don't get all weird." Bray, your your name has the word "booby" in it. What do you think I'm gonna think
Mhm.
of?
This is great. I'm just freestyling until someone gives me
I love
Well,
that for you.
Um,
Amanda, that's the most beautiful pigeon I've ever seen. The one on the left. I love him so much, and I will adopt him immediately.
the plump guy sitting.
the plump
Yeah.
guy
He looks
sitting.
like a pillow.
I love him.
He
Yeah.
looks like a dumpling, but also a pigeon.
Yeah, I saw a pigeon manicure the other day on Instagram, and I was like, I want it. It was
Damn.
like glossy, like gray, blue, purple, green. It was so beautiful.
Oh well, now we got to do a nail salon that's run by pigeons. So maybe for other amnicals, or maybe for humans. Who can say?
Amnical nail salon. I
Have
was
we
just
considered like city pests, but the businesses that they would own? So like
Julia?
what the rats would own, what the pigeons would own,
That's
what
pretty
the
good.
like
Julia?
weird raccoons would own.
I fucking love it. Let's do it.
Very cool.
Let's do like the like quote unquote pests of your city. Well, I guess you live in the same city, so pick a city that you've lived in.
Yeah.
So we
I
can start with the New York
love
City
it.
rat.
I do like that one
Well,
because
we're gonna
it's-
start with
all
pigeons.
Japan.
I
Okay,
know
there we go.
it's like pigeon's good.
Love to see.
Alyssa said lobbyists. From
Nice.
DC.
Nice.
Hey, Alyssa.
Got him.
Got
Fucking
him.
nice.
Got him.
Fucking nice.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, so we gotta get the pigeon up first.
Guys, I saw 2 pigeons on my power line yesterday, and I was like, I
Who are
think you're
you?
in the wrong place. Do
Mhm.
you need to go somewhere else?"
Mhm. Mhm.
Now, Julia, I think this pigeon is screaming business owner to me.
Yeah, yeah. The plump one, while I love him, it seems like he works from home. You know what I mean?
He's deeply unserious.
Yeah.
He's an intern, and his
Yeah.
dad is expensive.
Mhm.
Cute. All right, so Julia's leading this one. Julia, would you please tell us what business this pigeon owns?
Well, I'm gonna stick with your original assumption, Amanda, and he does own a nail salon. I think it's one of those ones though where it's like you find them on Instagram. They like rent out office space or like studio space, like in a larger like complex, and
Mhm.
it's all about like one client at a time, really focusing in on what like they're looking for and stuff. Very like creative kind of things. They're like
Mm.
doing a lot of like textile and like mixed media on the nail.
Mm.
And I think his specialty is stuff he found in the trash.
I love it.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Mhm. It's
Yeah, I
good.
was gonna ask how you're gonna get bird shit involved, but,
I'm not going to because he has to pass the health inspections that come by his studio.
yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah.
Mhm.
I like you said that when you said mixed media, the first thing I was like, all right, screens on the nails.
I was thinking more like, using old newspaper that he found in the trash and like putting it on the nails to like spell out interesting news articles.
No,
That's
that's
funny.
what a regular person would think. I was wrong.
Okay.
I
was
like
That's fair.
mini screens on nails, though. You can watch TV wherever you go.
Mhm. Mhm.
more like the eye cuticle, eye nail.
Amanda, that's
I like
the
it.
most perfect one you could possibly have gotten for this pigeon. I love it.
That's
It's
cute.
great.
Now, CMT
No
Fizzle in
notes.
chat said, "I don't know if Philly has a unique vermin," and I feel like you're forgetting Gritty is the vermin.
Yeah, Gritty's right there.
Don't forget Gritty.
Yeah.
Don't forget the Grittis.
Mm.
Yeah.
Don't
I also,
forget the
Amanda, I
grit.
think he has like, can you find online like one of those like Instagram like light up signs? What's the word? Neon
Neon.
signs. And it just says like nail art behind him.
If not, I can do a text effect
Oh, that's pretty
Cool.
good. I like
Yeah.
that. Those are good.
like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just
Let's see.
thinking like it's a very like Instagram studio. That's where
Oh,
he
yeah.
finds a lot of his clients and stuff like that. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
There we go.
Mhm.
Damn,
Mhm.
good vibes. Good vibes.
Good vibes always coming through.
Yeah.
Nail vibes.
Nail
Wait,
vibes.
Oh,
nail
no, you're right,
vibes.
Eric. You
Yep.
know what?
Yep.
You know what?
Nail
You're
vibes.
right.
Yep.
I almost
Nail
fucked up.
vibes.
Amanda, I don't mean to come over the
No,
top. I don't
you're
mean to come
listen,
over the top
I
when
want it.
you
I
are
want it.
doing nail vibes. But
Yes. I think it should be on the left-hand side of his corner, Amanda, just so that you guys have the rest of your room. So
Uh-huh. I'm on it.
Amanda, how's your canvaing going? How is this?
Amanda's very good.
It feels, I'm not gonna lie to you, like I'm in a practicum with you here.
I'm your
perfect.
principal. I'm your
Yeah.
principal, and I'm here to observe you in your class. Nothing's different. Don't worry.
But
Mhm.
yeah. Actually, I don't even need the label because we know
Yeah,
what the
we
nail
nail
vibes are all
vibes.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's perfect. Thank you. I have no more notes about him.
Thank you.
Amanda, in
Yep.
honor of the incredibly insane pizza that we had yesterday,
Mhm.
I think that we have to make a rat that has a pizzeria.
Mhm.
Yeah, because pizza
Oh,
Like,
rat. Of
like
course.
I know, yes.
welcome
cliche-
to my pack. You mean Rizzo?
Now I know that a New York City rat is cliche at this point, and I know that pizza rat is a cliche at this point. But aren't cliches exist for a reason? And sometimes you just need to indulge it. And I think that if anyone, Pizza Rat will understand the beautiful beautiful food fusion of New York City and the various New York City things, because he's always combining the food that he knows he has in the Tersh.
That's
Mhm.
true.
So it's like, and we had some really crazy pizza yesterday. We were driving home
Ooh.
from DC, and we went through New Jersey because the only way to get back to Brooklyn is to go through Manhattan, and we had
Yep.
to go through the Holland Tunnel. So we stopped in Jersey City, and that is where the crazy place called Tony Baloney's exists, and they have crazy pizza, and I've been wanting
fuck
it
is
for a
that?
very long time. And it was pretty good.
All
Some
right.
of them were really good. There was like a tikka masala one. There was like a
Fuck
one
yeah.
that was all elote and corn.
Yeah.
There
Now,
was one that
Eric,
was like all sushi and stuff. It was really cool.
when I
Sushi.
was typing Tony Baloney's pizza, I did write to search it for Google. I did write Tony Baloney's pizza,
Ooh.
and I think that's something.
Brandon, what
Nice.
is it? Brandon, what is it?
I think it's the Rat's Pizza place.
It might be. It was there's some crazy stuff. And I
Which one
think
did you go to? Because the first one that popped up was the Atlantic City. I'm like, they didn't go to Atlantic City, did they?
Julia, I will say we were driving down and Amanda said, "Dang, I guess we should go to the Atlantic City one on the way down." No, we went to the Jersey City one. We were
Okay,
literally just
okay.
like waiting outside the
Alright.
Holland Tunnel for there to be less
Okay.
traffic.
Okay.
And it was really interesting.
It wasn't that expensive, which I appreciated. If
I
it was,
know
like, super
the
expensive, that would be
slice
annoying.
was they were big slices. They were like $5 with like tons of stuff on
Mhm.
them. So I was like, that's fine. That's how much like a regular pepperoni slices. But yeah, no, there was some that they were out of, so we didn't get like the one that I really wanted. There was like a Jewish cowboy one that was
I
like
was,
covered in pastrami that I really
I was
wanted.
about to ask if you got that one. Yeah.
That was on our list, but no, we got the Tex-Mex Husker, which was like an elote one that had lots of corn. It kind of tastes like corn ice cream in the way that
Ooh.
like it's like corn. It just like punches you in the face with corn, which is a good taste.
Yeah.
And then we also got like one of the ones that had like the really great barbecue sauce. It was like a barbecue chicken one, which honestly was sick because it turns out you have to have really quality barbecue and chicken to have good barbecue chicken pizza, an abomination in itself. So I'm like, you guys really did do a lot of stuff with this, but like there was a Japanese one that I really wanted, and you got Amanda got a Thai one that tasted like it was chicken pad Thai, which was crazy.
Ooh, that's cool.
Um,
Mhm.
They have
so I
one
think
that's
they
just
like putting
called
stuff
"I
in
Will Fucking Smash You."
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah. I think that was the chicken one. I think that was the barbecue chicken one.
So, Eric, what do you think is the angle that this sweet guy has?
Okay, so I think that you should make a pizza, right? Just to
Yeah.
get one of the various pizza things.
Mhm.
And I think that what you should do
Mhm.
is you should then take 3 different other meals and just
Mhm.
put it on the pizza.
Sure.
And there it is.
Okay.
So can I get like on just that pizza right there?
Why
Mm,
stop at
fun.
3? Why not 8? Separate meal in each slice.
Because Brandon, you gotta I
don't like this pizza. This
Oh,
pizza
you
has
don't like
bad
that one?
vibes. I like
Okay.
this one.
All right, they got that one. So can you put like a steak on there?
Yep.
Also, real quick, Amanda McSell says, "Hey, Amanda, love the look."
Oh, thanks.
Ooh. Can you put a steak on there? And now can you
Certainly.
put like leftover Chinese on it?
Mhm. I got too specific.
I want this I want the Chinese food. Yes, that's
It's a
exactly what I
container,
want, the
right? Yeah.
Chinese food container.
Right.
Oh, what about the guy with the eyeballs?
Not too cute. Can't
Oh,
eat.
too cute. Too
Too
cute.
cute,
Cannot
can't
eat.
Too
Yeah.
cute. Can't eat.
And then I think what I want are like some old dryer sheets.
Now, Eric.
Yeah.
No, let him cook.
Hey, Julia, I don't want him to cook with dryer sheets.
I say let him cook.
Oh no, use tissues. Oh god.
I like that one looks like a clam.
Oh no, can I get that broken beer bottle instead?
Oh, certainly.
No, you see right there?
I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, instead of the used tissues, because the used
Okay.
tissues are bumping me out.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that this is what I'm going for.
And so
The
who are the
real
customers?
fusion, just like the fusion of our great nation.
Just tell me, who's the target customer base?
Great question, Amanda. It's people who eat in the trash.
Okay. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's like,
that's it.
pigeons, cockroaches, rats, like people from Wisconsin.
Yep.
I was like, which state is this gonna be funny? And
Got
definitely has a thick enough skin. Like it's fine.
Incredible. In and
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
in a minute.
Raccoons mostly, like raccoons who are also food influencers, I think is
Well,
good.
my work's
Yeah.
done.
There it is. Yeah.
Why aren't there raccoon influencers is my question. I think there should be.
Brandon, that's a great
Brandon's a
question.
really good point.
This is where Brandon announces that he is quitting to open up the Ratfluencer agency.
Yeah, no raccoon agency. I would never fuck with rats. I don't want to get diseases.
They're
Yeah.
very smart animals and very clean. Like,
Yeah.
especially when kept as pets. Just saying.
Yeah.
I'm not
sorry.
here defending the rat owners.
Well, that's fine. I like that raccoons have little fun hands,
Mhm.
and I'm sorry that I left off raccoons, and I'm sorry that I also left off people from Connecticut as well.
You're right.
Yeah.
Those are the real rats. Hedge fund managers and Amazon executives.
Got him.
It's true.
That's true. I don't know if anyone from Connecticut would mind. We're like, yeah, you got me. That's true. They're part of the tri-state area. That's fine.
Yeah.
We also drove through New Jersey, and can we say, New Jersey smells. Period.
Eric, you live in New York City.
It smells more
It
in New
smells
Jersey.
like honest smells, like piss or garbage. Whereas New York City, whereas a New Jersey Turnpike smells like sulfur, and I'm like, is that a carcinogen? Maybe.
Probably.
In New York City, something smells, and then you turn around and be like, oh, there's the thing it smells like.
True. Yes.
This dead person on the ground, for example.
Oh, shit.
But in New Jersey, when you're driving through, especially on the Turnpike, which is as close to Mad Max as we have in this entire wonderful nation of ours, it just smells and you have no idea why. Now, it could be the terrible factories that are in the distance, but you don't know if it is. It's the mystery, the fact that humans need to say, where is it coming from, and then point to it. I think the fact that it's part of the mystery is really getting my head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For me?
Is that okay? Am I gonna get canceled for saying New Jersey smells?
I don't think
No.
so.
Okay.
What does Long
I
Island
think
smell like?
that's your experience. It depends on what area
Low
of Long Island you're in.
tide.
Yeah, low tide is what my area smells like a lot of the time.
Low tide.
Is that
But I
mean, like,
also
dead
I'm
marine animals?
no,
There's
it's
like
because I have a bay
funky
right there.
Seaweed. Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
asking what that smells like. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
funky seaweed.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I was also gonna say like where I'm centrally located, I get low tide smells when it's coming from the south, but I get fresh baked bread when it's coming from the north. So it's like it's a real sensory experience
Real
where I live.
choice. You can say it. It's
Yeah.
okay.
I don't want people to get the wrong idea, but not everywhere in Long Island smells like delicious baked bread.
No, trust me.
It's a Julia.
Most doesn't.
It is a Julius.
Oh,
Big
it's
baked
so
bread. Oh,
cute.
that's cute.
Look at
That's
that
cute.
sweetie.
Mamma mia, here we go again.
Mhm.
My.
Brandon, did I correctly hear that you want a raccoon as your
Oh no, I was saying that the raccoons would be the people eating the trash pizza.
Okay, yeah.
This
But
will
I
be our
can do
mayor
a
now.
raccoon.
Yeah, give him a little sash,
mayor,
Amanda,
yeah.
that says mayor
Mhm.
on it.
I love
Mhm.
that. Oh, Mayor Raccoon.
Adorable.
Julia's in my elementary school had the mascot Ricky the raccoon.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That is
Oh.
cute.
Amanda. Oh, actually, no. I want you to.
Let me see if I can find the mascot for our
I'm
old
sure I
school.
have. Yeah, I have some folder and some photo album.
I'm so used to you wearing your MEPM alumni sweatshirt that
I
I'm like,
know.
well, I'm like, who's raccoon?
I didn't even go to Mepham. It's just my grandpa's.
That's good.
CMT Fizzle in the chat says they think the raccoon should have a laundromat because their name in some languages translates to wash bear, which is
They wash their little
Oh.
handsies.
oh, I love that.
Cute.
Amanda, do you care if we've said where we
No, I
grew
don't
up,
care.
right? So here,
I got no ties left to Merrick.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Hold on. Copy image. There we go.
I don't want to search in Spanish.
In the
please.
chat now.
Thank you. Excellent. Don't worry, y'all. You can see when I switch, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Can I now I don't mean to take this away from Brandon, and I also know that this is for your elementary school.
Is it that he's poo bearing?
Yeah, that raccoon's a pervert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
No.
Now if you're playing at home or you're playing the home game of join the party out of context, where you try to just figure out who said what, you might think Brandon said that, but no, it was me, Eric Silver.
Eric, he's not a pervert because you cannot see his pee-pee. It's fine.
I mean, but can you not? Like, you don't know if it's there. What if it's underneath? What if it's underneath the fur?
That's possible.
Like
That
like
wasn't-
what if it has the cloaca?
No. I
No?
don't
No?
love where this is going. No, I
Oh, Eric,
Yeah,
we should
yeah.
have you on stream. Oh, Eric, yeah, I know that you did all this planning already. You should definitely come by. Oh,
Hey,
Eric, let's make sure he's on.
hey, Eric, this is what
Eric.
I wanted. I don't know what Amanda wants.
that's fine. Okay, this is the raccoon we grew up with.
Oh, Amanda's got one.
Yes.
Oh, see, this is the that is the yassified
Yes.
pervert raccoon.
Yep.
That raccoon does not look near like a pervert at all.
So okay, what we're gonna do is Slack this to myself and then copy it onto the stream.
Great. I love that
Great.
for us.
So when your parents drop off garbage bags full of all your memories and then you have to scan them because you live in an apartment in New York City, sometimes it helps.
Yes.
So this is one we grew up with.
Oh, sick.
yeah,
He's
he
still
was
food
way
bearing.
cooler, honestly.
Yeah, he's
there.
better. I like him.
Why does
Yeah.
that raccoon look like he's rushing a fraternity?
He does. 100% he does.
Why does the OMR look like he's going to a frat that throws the third best parties on campus?
Looks like
Because
he,
it
Yeah.
was made in Microsoft Word in 2000. There was
Yeah.
one font.
he looks like he's rushing, but he showed up to the rushing event already high on cocaine. He was like, I'm already ready to go.
Brandon, I think that this is our NYU bias coming out. Freshmen did not have cocaine in most
Oh,
Freshmen don't have
campuses.
cocaine money other places.
In most
No.
campuses, no.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah, not at Old Town Road University, which is
Nice. Cute. This is the one that can stay. This is his campaign platform.
Yeah.
Thank you. Excellent. Brandon, what is your business?
Well, my business is, of course, going to be the
Nunya!
Oh, got him. Got him. Amanda, you got him. You really got him. Wow.
I guess I'll go lay down and die.
Yep.
I prayed too much and I scared myself.
you scared yourself.
You scared yourself? Oh boy. Oh buddy. Oh geez.
Oh no. I'm
You gave the chat a jump scare too from that.
sorry. I'm sorry,
you
guys.
okay?
No, I'm weeping a
You're
little.
Do you want to like take a quick walk?
I don't deserve it.
Oh,
Why would I do that?
Because you saw the opportunity to roast Brandon and you did it. Any of
Yeah.
us would have taken that, Amanda.
Yeah, it's a
Any of
necessary
us would
one.
have taken that.
What? Hey, we're back. We're back. I assume we threw the technical difficulty sign up.
Yeah.
For Brandon, you put the technical difficulty sign up, right?
Yeah, let me
Yep.
go back to the start page or the BRB
Oh.
page real fast.
Okay, yeah.
All right, listen, Library Chicken the Cockatoos liked it, so that's important.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
My business is going to be, of course, manned by crows.
Very good.
And it's going to be like a pawn shop situation because
Great.
crows bring you little
Offerings.
offerings, treasures. Yeah.
Yep.
Like I'm not 100% sure the crows brought this to us, but yesterday I found a little. It looked like a spine bone situation, like a little
Oh,
bone,
fun.
and it was in my mint box, and I think it was an offering from the crows.
Sounds like it. That sounds great.
Yeah.
They're like, this mint needs more stuff
Work.
in it. So
It needs more bones. Brandon, you know what I would put with this
I'm
with the
scared.
crow?
I'm scared.
Mhm.
I'm scared.
I would put Nunya there. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Uh-huh.
really sorry.
Uh-huh.
I'm really sorry. I really regret my decision.
I need you guys to know. This is what it's like living with Amanda. This is,
Yeah.
It's just this. I need you to understand. Now, we're compensating because we're performing a little bit, right?
Yeah,
So I'm gonna say, but this is what it's like
all the time.
all the time.
Yeah.
It happens a little more infrequently,
Mhm.
but will Amanda do something unexpected, so unexpected that she herself is surprised by it? Yes, she'll do that twice a week.
What is
Good.
that? Amanda, what does that feel like in a because if I can be so bold to say, I feel like a lot of the times us folks with anxiety are thinking of what we're going to say
Yeah.
beforehand or do.
Yep.
What does it feel like when it's just like it goes instant from impulse to mouth without any sort of filter?
It feels like swimming. It's like it's what everybody else does all the time, and for a brief moment, I can glimpse heaven, and then I'm then I come back, and then I
What
come
the
back.
see? This just happens.
Oh, it's good. It's
You know
good.
what it's like,
I moved
guys?
so fast I got unfocused. Hold on.
Yeah. You know what you want to know what it's like? You know in Frankenstein when in the various Frankenstein has adaptations where like not the ones where everyone's upset at Frankenstein and they want to kill him, but like all the adaptations where like a creature comes to life and then you're like, all right, creature, I'm going to teach you the ways of humanity. Well, we're gonna do it, and they're like, oh great, I am gonna do this, and then like Frankenstein hugs someone so tight that they die.
Mhm.
That's what it's like with Amanda. It's like I'm glad that you're learning hugs more. Glad that you're learning hugs instead of not learning hugs because you could have fun Frankenstein, but you could also have evil Frankenstein, and I'd rather
Mhm.
have fun Frankenstein.
Now, are we just ignoring the fact that Amanda just took the time to put a mustache on
No,
this
she's right.
nickel?
Yep, no, she's
I'm just
fine.
No, it's
providing
good.
B-roll for Eric's beautiful insights.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
I'm glad there's
boy.
a Tamagotchi there. That's cool too.
Make sure to get some kind of bone in there, you know?
Mhm.
So
Um,
I think
yeah.
sometimes I feel like Frankenstein, where I'm like, all right, this uh
New person?
As Amanda has bloomed in who she is in your 30s as most do in their 30s. I feel like I'm responsible for sometimes this animated friend that I've made sometimes squeezes someone so hard they die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like sometimes you get Dr. Bertha Bones, and sometimes you get screamed Nunya so hard Amanda makes herself cry. And
Yeah.
they're on a continuum. It's
Oh,
the
on a
same.
continuum, yeah.
It's the
Yep.
same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So like
No questions, no
everyone
notes.
follow your dreams, don't do drugs.
Thanks, sweetheart.
Cool.
That's
Cool,
what
cool,
I
cool.
always say. Amanda, this is great.
Thanks.
I
I'm just
really
kinda
love
riffing.
I really love the crow on top of what's his face's body. It's
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's kind of the aesthetic that I wish to have in about 20 years.
Sure.
Is that okay with everyone?
like a gold like a gold throne where you wear a crow on top of your head.
Or where
No,
you're
I
the
want
guy from
to
Pawn
have a
Stars.
crow head in 20 years, Brandon. I hope the
Oh, okay.
technology catches up with me by the time that,
Yes.
we
I
get
thought you
there.
wanted the body type of the star of Pawn Stars
Maybe
in
that
20
too. I don't
years.
fucking know.
Oh god. Fuck.
I really
Uh,
like your philosophical musings, Eric, and I appreciate them very
They're
much.
beautiful.
I
I also, I didn't think I was a silly person, and then it's all come out. Like, wow,
I know.
I am the silliest
You're
of
Amanda
the people.
hey guys, hey chat? I'm talking to chat right now. Chat, Amanda's the silliest.
Silliest.
Top 5 silliest people
yeah. Yeah.
is Amanda McLoughlin.
Um, Bray said that he has a lot of questions about your experience of swimming, Amanda. And
Like, have you ever like had back pain and then you swim and you're like, ah, everything's gone.
yes,
Like
I
it's
totally know what
nice.
you mean.
Yeah.
We went to see the chimps last week, and we were talking about because they have moats at the end of their enclosures, because chimps can't swim, so that's
Mm.
how they keep them from escaping.
Oh no.
And
Interesting.
Wait,
Interesting.
wait, that's really funny.
yeah, and I was like, oh, I guess like, are we the only great ape that really like learns how to swim? And I think we are, but I looked up photos because you could totally teach other great apes how to swim the same way that we get taught how to swim.
Right. They just don't know
Ah.
instinctively that they
Instinctively,
can do
yeah.
that. Yeah.
But
Oh.
Interesting.
if you should everyone I recommend doing this. Go look up what like a chimpanzee or something looks like when they swim, and it's the funniest fucking shit you'll ever see.
Uh-oh.
It's like like think of the lankiest human, and then think about them the most uncoordinated way possible, and then throw them in a pool, and it's amazing.
That's
Cool.
crazy.
I'm thinking of a really uncoordinated Doug Jones. That accurate?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
God, I
Cool, cool.
can't. You ever look at a chimp and you're like, I understand evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I love
Yeah,
them. That's why I fell in love with them.
it's
Mhm.
they're crazy.
'Cause they're
I
still
like that it's
people.
like accidentally. It's like all of a sudden, it's like there's like roll a d20, and on a 19, a chimp will break your wrist. You know, like I kind of love that. It's like a buggy mech, where all of a sudden it will shoot a rocket out.
Well,
Cool.
apparently they love to, I wouldn't say love to, but their, I guess, preferred method of attack is to rip people's fingers off. So
That makes that like again,
Mhm,
that's
mhm.
so proto human brain.
I mean,
It's
it's
like,
the
yeah,
Yeah.
part that sticks out.
you go for the digis.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
You
go for
go
the
for the
digis.
vulnerable parts.
Mhm.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, let's all go around the circle. If if it was socially acceptable for you to throw your poo, would you?
I think at certain people, but I think I would be like litigious about it.
Say
Eric,
more. Say more.
Yeah.
I think that I would really reserve it for people who deserve it.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like the guy who threw a shoe at George W. Bush. It,
I
it
was
would be
about
like
to
that, but
say,
it's poop. Yeah.
Miss
imagine
Mm,
if
that
it
guy.
wasn't a shoe, but it was shit.
Pour one out for a real one.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would have been good.
that would have
Hmm.
been funny.
Hmm.
Brandon, yes, throwing poo. Yes, no throwing poo.
I think. Can I wear a glove so I'm hygienic about it for myself?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you'd have a relationship to throwing poo if everyone was like into it.
He's
Yeah.
carrying gloves around, being like, "Ah, it's poop throwing time. Let me get my glove on."
Yeah, I
You
think
see
I would.
someone gets out of their car and starts putting gloves on
You're like, "Oh no!"
after a road rage incident. You're like, oh god.
Here's the thing, Eric. If we did that instead, if we did that, we might not have like guns. So like,
We need to get
Oh,
the aggression out somewhere.
yeah, maybe we
Yeah.
should just start all throwing our shit around.
dang! I don't want to do this anymore. This conversation got woke. Hey, can I have my would you rather's about throwing poo without politics involved, Brandon?
This
Fair.
will ask a good question. Can you only throw yours or the poo of others? I think it would be like a Damon situation in the Golden Compass where touching other people's poo is like the biggest societal no-no, much like it is now, arguably.
I
But
don't
touching
think.
your own, so normal.
Yeah, I don't think you. I don't think
Mm,
like other apes do other people. I think it's their on their own. So yeah, I think it
yeah.
would be
Oh, that's
just
good.
your own.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess it has to do with like, yeah, again, this is a very proto human thing. Is like where I guess it's in their poop spot.
Yeah.
I was listening to Behind the Bastards on the drive here, and we were learning about the Dutch East India Company. So we're learning a lot about India, and India had all the saltpeter, which is
Mm.
the main
Thing you
ingredient in
need
like
for
old timey gunpowder.
yeah.
And
Oh.
it was really funny. It's just like, well, that's crazy. Why is that? It's like, well, saltpeter comes from poo that's done its thing for so long and then turns into saltpeter, which is great. It's explosive. It's like bat guano is explosive, is the whole thing,
Oh.
right? Like
Yeah.
that. And it was just like they talked about it. It's like, yeah, India's has been a developed society for a very long time, respective to other like anthropological societies. So they've had animal husbandry for a really long time. But it's also really funny to think that like India is just full of poo. and that changed the course of modern society.
That is
I
really
mean, all
funny.
places are full of poo if you think about it.
Ev
Just some poo is
No,
not turned into a useful chemical.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
India had like sanitation such that the poo was concentrated in a way that made it
exactly.
really easy for colonists to come in and be
Yeah.
like, gonna take that and make it into gunpowder. Thank you.
Well, they
Mhm.
also had their own reserves of saltpeter. Like
Yes.
it had been
Right.
already in a place for so long that it had turned into
Right.
saltpeter for the
And not raw.
Yeah.
native Indian people. But it
Hmm.
was still just very funny to think that like, wow, India has the most poo.
The most choice,
The most
reserve,
good
aged.
good poo, aged poo.
Aged
And
poo.
it's so important that they had the most poo.
Yeah.
And I just thought the way that they described it was so funny. I
As
just
the
giggled
Irish
about
are
it.
like cutting moss out of a lake and being like, let me burn it.
It's like, yo, check out all this moss.
Amanda, can I say I think this is a masterpiece that you're making
Yeah.
here.
Thank you.
This is truly good.
Amanda, can
Yeah,
you
I
put the
had some
Tamagotchi on the pizza?
Yummy.
I like that you're like, I have to save it
Mm.
where it is, but also I'll
right.
make a double and I'll put it over there.
Hey,
Yeah, that
that's
makes
fine.
sense.
That's called do unto others as you would do unto yourself. You know what I mean?
Sure.
The Tamagotchi rule.
That's what Jesus said.
Tamagotchi's law.
It's very good.
Written on some tablets.
I had
Yeah.
Jesus as my Tamagotchi little animal, so that was cool.
Brandon, are you joking?
Are you joking?
Is that a real thing? After
Dude,
watching,
imagine
It's possible.
a
It's
Christian
possible.
Tamagotchi. That's just
I
Brandon,
know
if you made it right now, you'd become a
if
billionaire.
you kept the Tamagotchis alive and you had to keep Jesus alive,
But every
With
time
your
it died,
devotion?
it came back to life 3 days later.
but only
Yes.
if you cheated him with respect for long enough.
Wait, hold on. I have to drop something in the chat for Amanda to pull up for
Christian
us.
Tamagotchi.
In every podcast, there is someone who is the Googler, and we have
It's me
two.
today.
That's true.
I'm always the Grugler,
Oh,
though.
sorry, it's
You
I
just
need
you
to
just gotta click
do it in two, but
it.
What is this?
That's pretty
It's
funny.
all Tamagotchi people, but they made it into the Lamentation of Christ.
pretty good.
It's so dumb.
You ever have a thing where like someone has like a new anime that they really love and you're like, sounds cool. That's how I feel about Christianity.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I like that it just says forgive them on the back.
Yeah.
Me too.
Didn't I say that to someone? It's like, I know enough Christianity to make jokes about it, and that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I said that to a
Yeah.
friend of mine the other day.
Does it ever feel like you only know half the story? You know? Like, is it like reading half of a book ever? You know?
No, it's like oh God, who is that?
It's Brandon. It's like as Eric marinates. Imagine if the entire world thought that the Star Wars prequels were the best ones.
That's what it's
and
right.
they
Yes.
they refer to the original series like yeah, but like whatever, like but that just you just have to watch episode 4 because it sets you up for like this dope thing that happened to Natalie Portman when she was in old age makeup, and you're like, I mean, it's
I like that because it's George Lucas revisiting something from so long ago with preconceived ideas of other people talking to him about his thing for so long and then making something that were like about making intentional choices that wasn't that thought through. But in the other thing is now everyone believes it.
I mean, I do think the prequels are the best ones. So
You do?
no,
You're
they're
not
not
allowed
not actively the best ones, but they're my favorite.
that's
Oh,
okay.
Well, that's
And
because
you can
we
follow
were
Jesus.
That's because we were
But-
12. Yeah, we were 12. You're
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Yeah, we were
yeah,
12.
yeah.
No, that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that Amanda, I think that's an incredible thing. No, I was thinking about how like Brandon Sanderson is picking up the Wheel of Time series, I think.
Mhm.
Or like he's writing someone who died. Who am I talking? Is that Wheel of Time? Did I get that right? One of the
don't know. I'll look it
One
up.
of the Googlers figure it out.
The
But no, it's
Grugle
like
returned no results. So
it's like how one of the like it's a thing that like somebody picked it up.
Okay, chat says yes.
yes, Chaz.
Okay, good.
yes.
Okay,
Okay.
yes, it's Brandon Sanderson finishing the Wheel of Time is how it feels. I'm sure Brandon Sanderson is good, but now he's bringing his specific steez of writing 500-page novels where everyone's like pretty specific and chaste. He's bringing it to a different series instead of his own series. That's how I feel about it. The way that I say it to other people is like, nah, I just like God's early stuff before he got all soft and weird. Before he had a son. I liked it before he had a son.
like it's like a weird like clone son, you know? It's like it's like asexual reproduction, you know. He chopped off a little bit of himself that then grew into another self.
And like having been on both sides of the fandom, you know,
Of the
I've been in these
fandom.
minds.
The fandom.
It is a little. It is. I like the fandom analogy because some fandom people will be like, you know, you can also enjoy the original trilogy for what it is, and then prequel people are like, it's simply the sequel to my thing, and it's like that's not how it works.
That's what it's like.
Which is the thing that, you know, until I saw the both sides of the coin here, I also was like, well, it's the prequel, but it's not.
Yeah,
Well-
chat. Tell us how you feel about Christianity. Just put it in the chat. Yes, we do look at chat. We like chat. Hi, chat.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's like not speaking for the Judaism side, but I think most Christians are like, the first parts are scary, so we only like the second part.
We like it
I
when God was nicer,
I
actually.
100% like it. I also love Torah God so much more. I think he's hilarious. I think
He's
that,
so
and
done.
then Moses was like, so can I go into Israel? And he's like, nah,
Nah,
fuck it.
nah,
Nah,
I
dude.
got him.
Nah,
Nah,
dude.
nah, nah.
Come a little
Nah.
closer. Look
Hugs,
at it. A
motherfucker!
little closer. Look at it. Look at it. You dead.
Nah, man, nah.
You're gonna be 800 years old or whatever, and then die
It's
immediately.
like
Uh-huh.
Moses, I heard you. I saw you smack that rock. You're not getting in here, bud. I did have a thought the other day. I did have a thought the other day where so my dad got laid off from the finance job he had. He's fine. Don't worry about it. He's literally fine. It's okay. So, but he had this like thing where everyone came to like
It's
all
like
of
a
his
farewell drinks.
yeah, but like a lot of people
yeah,
were
a
there.
lot of
It
people.
was crazy. My dad made a lot of friends at work, which was wild. Some people I've known for like 20, 25 years. It's actually crazy. And when I was standing there, I was like, dang, my dad's religious. Dang, I grew up religious. Which was like the first time I definitely thought about that for a second. But
Yeah.
because it didn't have like Christian religious person overtones, I like
Yeah.
didn't have the iconography to identify that
Mhm.
in any sort of way, because it was like so I was like, dang, I did grow up religious. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I know a lot of stuff about Jewish stuff that about the Jewish religious specifications and running a service that I don't think is applicable in any other way.
Yeah,
So,
like definitely people when say, "Did you grow up religious?" They mean, "Did you grow up in the clutches of
Evangelical
Christianity?"
Christian,
Yeah.
faith, yeah.
yeah. And there's just like I just like had no other place to like to think of that. Which is funny. And I just I just thought about
That's an
that.
interesting
Just felt like
experience.
just felt like
Thanks
sharing.
for
That's an
sharing. I
interesting
liked it.
kind of life
Yeah.
update.
Yeah. The other thing is that I watched everything that Danny McBride's ever made, every TV show that Danny McBride's ever made. So I just finished The Righteous Gemstones the other day.
Mhm.
And God, it's so funny. But then I saw a video about a stadium filled of guys who went to like a man's Christian retreat. And it was the craziest thing I've ever seen with like there was a boxing match and a monster truck and stuff. And I'm like, oh, the Righteous Gemstones is barely a parody.
Yeah.
it just is. And it's
Yep.
kinda crazy.
It's a parody. Barrel D.
Amanda, what are you doing?
Julia, I just thought
I love that Liam Neeson's just looking at us.
Yeah, he's just there.
Liam
He's
Neeson is
very
so
important to the
beautiful.
first. Yeah.
Oh, Liam Neeson.
He's one of my favorites.
I just thought that we
He's also
could
Jake's favorite, Brandon. You guys should talk
um
about that one day.
we could something we often do here on the back half of side quests is we talk about we like assign boons or buffs, debuffs, etc. to different items.
Mm-hmm.
And so I do want to just kind of poll the room here on what would happen if you were forced to watch one of these movies on repeat throughout your entire adventure. Like, what would the effect be?
Oh, that's a good question. That's
Oh,
a
The
good
movie
question.
as the buff,
That's a good
or the
question.
debuff.
Okay.
Yeah. I think in episode 1, if you watch that all the time, you would assume that any woman who walks up to you is an angel.
Hey, Eric. Correct.
Yeah, which is just like how Anakin Skywalker, when he sees his future wife and mother of his child for the first time, because he is a literal child, he says, "Are you an angel?"
He also thinks his mom is an angel, basically, too. So
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
You know what? He was really respecting women at first, and we appreciate that.
Anakin Skywalker, woman respecter.
Yeah, until he turns to the dark side.
I think he went downhill before he went full dark side, though, Julia.
Okay, small child Anakin Skywalker respected women because his mother
Hayden
raised
Christensen, woman hater. The
Yeah.
kid that plays the kid loves women.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, god damn it!
We
That was
can't
so
we
funny.
can't talk about that kid because he went through some rough shit.
I know.
I know, I was
I
gonna say he was
respected that
good.
kid. I respected that kid.
Yeah.
I think another one could be proficiency in pod racing.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Could be
that's
pretty
what I
good.
call pod racing.
Or anything that has the word pod in it, I think you have proficiency in.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Now
that
what-
episode 1 or is that episode 2, though?
Episode 1 is when he's doing the pod racing.
because he's still
Okay.
because
'Cause
he's
he's a
still a
baby
child.
still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only have the ideas of him.
He's not a hot teen yet.
Yeah.
With his little rat, his rat
Little rat
tail, but
tail.
it's on the side.
Mhm.
His
Uh,
little Padawan braid.
So I think so the second one, I would say that like you have a weapon on you at all times, which is your Padawan braid, which is functionally a whip that does 1d4 damage plus 2. And you always have a weapon on you.
What I really like is Amanda has just recreated the story of Samson with that first sentence, which is longer hair, more power.
That's true, and you can scale up the longer you have it. I think that's
Yeah.
really funny.
I think there's something about the middle one here where it's like your ability to like be emo, like be
Yeah.
like smolder, I guess, for like I don't know what the word I'm looking for is exactly, but like
Mhm.
that just sort of it gives you like a quiet power.
That's more of like a PBTA move where like you can influence people just by being quiet and like
Yeah.
they'll fill the silence
Mm.
with by saying something that they weren't anticipating saying.
Yes.
That
I
literally
really-
feels like a PBTA move for Monster Hearts or something.
Cool. How about we do a 5e version where it's like if you make if you have to make a charisma check, if you can make it persuasive in under like 5 words, you roll with advantage.
That's pretty good. I like
do it,
that.
yeah.
Is that episode 2? Because I'll replace the
Yeah.
Padawan brain.
Let's
Yeah,
do it, yeah.
I because episode
Alright.
3, I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Julie, can you restate the power for the
Oh,
summary?
yes. If you make a statement before making a persuasion roll that is less than 5 words,
Okay.
Yeah.
you roll with advantage.
Yeah,
Okay.
5 words or less for sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to Frostbrand22 who watched all 9 movies this weekend.
Well, I was gonna say Frostbrand said that they watched all 9 movies, and I think there's only 6, so I don't know what they're talking
Brandon.
about.
Brandon,
Tough.
hush.
I don't know.
Guys, Brandon, I didn't expect Brandon to get canceled for anti-Muslim bias, but
What?
the Islamophobia of the recent 3 movies. I'm so joking.
Where's the Islamophobia?
I know, that's why it was funny. That's why I was laughing.
I'm joking because Islam, builds off Christianity in some ways,
Oh.
acknowledging the text of Jesus as a prophet.
Oh,
I
Come
get it, I
on,
get it.
people!
I get it, I
Come
get it.
on!
Pretty
That's
good,
really
pretty good.
Every time
Oh, boy.
speaking of all of this, every time I hear about the Dune Butlerian jihad, every time I think about it, I'm like, when did Austin Butler become Muslim? That's crazy. And because he's in the movie, so it fucking gets in my head.
Yeah.
All right, episode 3. What are we doing here?
Okay, this one is pretty. CMT Fizzle asked what
That's
Rogue
good.
One was, and it's the one where the world is over.
Mhm.
What's that book? What's that one?
What?
Revelation?
Yeah, it's Revelation.
It's Revelation.
Yeah. This is obviously you get one resurrection,
Oh, that's true.
right? You
Sure.
get an extra life, but you have to come back as a terrible monster.
Yeah, you come back as like a zombie, or
Oh,
you come
you-
back with Go
You
ahead.
get 1 resurrection, but your constitution drops to 1.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
So in your HP, your HP is at you take all the points from con and you can distribute it any other way you want.
Yeah.
But then you have to re-roll your HP according to your new con.
Love it.
That's very awesome.
I was joking about the Islamophobia. It was
I know.
about the historiography of Abrahamic religions. Okay.
I understood once you explained it.
Yep.
I thought it was really funny that you just pinned that on Brandon for ignoring the
You're like,
trilogy.
well, Brandon. I was like, whoa, what's happening?
Well, Amanda's been simmering every time you talk shit about the new Star Trek movies, so I feel like she was
They're
deserved.
objectively not good, but I love them.
Well, if we want to talk about the Star Trek movies, I can also bitch about those. So.
Yeah, that one's
That's
obvious.
for next week.
Yeah, you only watch the even ones. You don't watch the odd ones.
My
Or is
my
that the
hot
other way
take is that J.J. Abrams, for all accounts that all I've heard, seems like a stand-up guy, like genuinely very nice. He's ruined movies for me.
Yeah, no, it's true.
It's tough. It's
He
tough.
seemed like a really nice guy when he was like 24, and
Yeah.
I think that then maybe there became a point where he got too successful, and then he just like lost his mind.
He just doesn't have any good creative impulses in his at all, I don't think. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he'd be a really good line producer instead.
yeah.
He's a director.
Yeah.
All right,
Um,
episode
Good.
4. What are we doing
I
here?
have episode 4.
Okay.
I think that you automatically get a like elderly mentor character. But you have to keep rolling, or at the first big boss battle, they instantly disappear.
That's good. I kind of like that. This is also, speaking of, this is just like in Monster of the Week, how the Buffy class, I can't remember the name of the class,
Chosen.
the
Arc-
Chosen class,
Yeah, yeah.
is like he's like always the center of attention because it's the main character of all
Mhm.
of the media it's referencing. I kind of like that. If you had a move, or there was a class like this where you had like a mandatory move where it's like you have to change your class, where you have to do a new playbook within 5 sessions. that would be sick as hell.
I love that.
Yeah,
That'd be
like
really good.
you originally were trying to be like the pilot class, and now you have to be a Jedi class, and you're
Yeah.
like, what the
Oh, yeah.
fuck?
I like
All right.
I like that in the first one though. The elderly mentor just lies about their name for like 6 months.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's kind of cool.
I was like, I didn't know that Yoda had the speech pattern to lie about his own name. My favorite thing about
Yoda,
Yoda,
I am not.
yeah, my favorite thing about Yoda that I've seen, I think I saw this in a Tumblr post, is that like no one else in Star Wars talks of like Yoda
Yeah.
because he created his own linguistic tics by living on his own in the swamp for that long. So it's like he languaged himself, which is crazy.
But
Well, he talks like that in the prequels too.
yeah, but to your
Oh,
point,
okay.
Eric, there is another person who is part of Yoda's species named
Yaddle.
Yaddle, and Yaddle does not talk that way.
Right,
But
yes, exactly.
but we don't know how Grogu talks yet, so all will
Well,
be revealed. You
Oh,
know?
one would assume, though, Brandon, since he has
This
been
guy?
raised
Oh, this guy right
by the Mandalorian, that he's gonna talk like the Mandalorian talks.
Well, but Yoda was a Jedi, so he was also raised by other people, and he still talks that
You
way.
mean
So
Grogu?
no, Yoda. He was raised by because when you go to the Jedi Temple when you're like 3 or something.
Yeah,
So who knows? I don't
I
know.
don't know.
man, Yoda hasn't jerked it since he was 3. That's crazy.
Okay. All right.
That's
Episode
true.
5.
That's a real thing.
I know.
The love monks aren't allowed
I
to
know
sex.
Christians. Oh, I know. Okay. Episode 5.
I know
Episode 5.
Christianity. Yeah. Mixell, even though Mixell has never seen Star Wars or Star Trek, we hope this is still funny.
I hope it's entertaining.
we
yeah.
think this is funny.
You're always allowed to give a little like flag and a heart to be like, I'm not following, which is what I do all the time.
Mhm.
It's honestly more fun when we get to explain what it is because it makes no sense. These are the like sleep ramblings of a guy who watched a bunch of 1950s TV.
And
So I
also
just-
was really into World War II
Yeah.
history.
He was into Buck Rogers and World War II, and that's it. He
Yep.
never talked to a woman.
Here's the thing, though.
Never ever.
See, I think George Lucas is like the only genuinely down to earth nice person in Hollywood. And that is what you get when you have a genuinely person who's not made insane by Hollywood is you get this shit. It comes out of him, you know?
Yeah.
Brandon, you can't say that and then look at how he finished the prequel trilogy, where he did it just to spite people because they said his writing was bad.
I will say I do that too, so I'm with George Lucas. What is the name?
This is my point. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
you sniped.
Make
that.
it 1 out of 20 though. Don't make it 1 out of 100.
Yeah.
No, I think it's 1 out of 20.
It increases to, or it decreases to 1 out of 20 in the final trilogy.
The longer you go, the more likely.
You're like, I don't know, they're
likely
probably a
it's funny.
Skywalker. Who fucking cares?
Oh, that's so funny. I told this to Brandon the other day, but I mean, like, he's also that's fucking hilarious. Does it reset every time you find your dad? So you might find another dad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
cool.
a, it's
It's
a
a
new
real Mamma
long
Mia
lost
situation.
relative. You go through like
Yeah.
a list.
That's
Got
fun.
it.
No, Julie, it's a new dad and it's Mamma Mia situation.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I was talking to Brandon about this, but there's there are a lot of Star Wars video games that are supposed to be canonical to the Star Wars universe.
Yes.
But when you make new stuff, specific new stuff, only George Lucas is allowed to make certain things. For example, the name of the Sith is a big
Yeah.
thing that like he's the only one who names the Sith. Now let's go over the name of the Sith, right? Darth Vader, Darth Maul. These are guys.
Darth Sidious.
These are guys who are very obviously named the ways that they are, right?
Darth Tyrannus.
Exactly. So you
Mhm.
would be able to come up with some Sith names if you wanted to and like kind of make it work, but they had to go to George Lucas. This was for KOTOR, I think, Knights of the Old Republic, which is a very, very popular Star Wars game. So they're like, oh, it would be really cool if we had a new Sith that this guy was fighting. This guy was fighting against. It might not have been KOTOR. It might have been the one with Starkiller in it. It doesn't matter. They went to George Lucas and they're like, hey, can you help us out? George Lucas like doesn't talk to them for a month. Even though it's like he's a video game guy, so he knows he has to get back to them. He gets back to them, and eventually he's just like, all right, here are your choices. Like Darth Shido and Darth Terribleness. And it's like, George, come on. Come
He dashed it off
on.
while like waiting for an Uber.
Yes, exactly. It's like, come George, come on.
Oh, I love it.
funny.
All right, so a quick Google tells me that episode 5 includes AT-ATs, a thing I know because I'm in fandom, an ice planet, and a duel.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about you have to. There's something about either taking shelter inside of another NPC,
Yeah.
or hanging
Don't we
upside
all?
down.
Don't we all?
Wait. It's you get an automatic once a day summon steed, but you instantly have to cut its stomach open and crawl inside of it.
You could cast Summon Steed, but the only way the actual effect works is that it dies immediately as you find it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, which one's the one with Jabba? Is that the last one? Is that
For-
3 or 6?
It's the Jabba's palace and stuff like that is 6, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that. Yeah, Amanda sniped the thing being your dad. I wanted to figure out. It's like whenever you meet a middle tier or higher boss, you are allowed to create a weird little pet. It has the DM allows you to create the weird pet that this guy has.
Cute.
Oh God, hey
Oh.
Amanda, good job.
Tina makes up a good point. I think just for funsies, the last one you do just get a bonus Ewok.
You just
Cool.
get to add Ewoks to your game.
You just get to add an Ewok. Yeah.
Well, I guess for episode 1 is that you get to force your players to both sit through 45 minutes of international trade negotiation talk.
Eric, you mean the best part about Star Wars?
And you have to sit and you get one racist accent and they can't say anything about it.
Have you genuinely speaking, if you God, I just got another utility bill where I have negative $51 on my balance.
Yeah.
How is
Incredible.
that happening?
I don't know, Eric. I don't know.
Brandon, you have to watch out. They will come for you.
I've tried. It doesn't work.
God.
If you haven't listened to the Dylan Marin, I think his name is, podcast about Ahmed Best, who played
Yeah,
Jar Jar Binks.
Jar
Yeah.
Jar. It's really
Oh.
good. Yeah, listen to it.
That's cool.
Mhm.
Dang, actually good podcast recommendation. I've been missing this the entire time.
It's not even your birthday yet. It's only 15 shopping days.
Damn. I know, guys, 15 shopping days until my birthday. Just figure
Psych.
out.
What?
It's 14 shopping days till Eric's birthday.
What are all day shopping days, or are they only weekdays?
All days are
It's
shopping
all day
days.
shopping days.
Brandon, come on. We live under capitalism, baby. Come on.
That's what I thought,
24/7
but-
never stops.
You are a 7 Amazon Prime windows
There you
away
go.
away
Notice
from
that I
a
lowered my own
birthday.
gain on Psych. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bourbon Wolf, yes, we have heard the conspiracy theory about Jar Jar being a Sith. That was going to be my other option for the prequels, is one of the silliest, least helpful characters becomes a god.
That makes sense. I guess it makes sense because Jar Jar Binks was even as a Gungan, if you're going to take who he is at face value, right?
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
was really bad at being a senator.
He was
Yeah,
really bad at
he
being
was.
a person.
He was.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that does make sense that if he was working for the other side. Is it not working?
The trackpad isn't working, but I'm gonna reattach it 1 second.
Okay. Okay, bye. You're gonna do
Bye.
it from over there?
I'm just gonna reattach it.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
bye,
Hey.
Amanda.
Okay, Amanda, have fun. Okay, Amanda, have fun. Goodbye. All right, goodbye.
Hmm.
See, this is what happens. Amanda leaves the room, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna pretend it's Amanda's birthday. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
It's only
3,
13
2,
shopping days till Amanda's birthday.
That 6.5 prime window. Prime window delay. So what are you guys getting me for my birthday?
What do you want?
Oh, that's a good question.
Mm.
If you had to buy yourself a gift, what would you get yourself?
I already did this. I did buy myself the D&D Converse, and I let my mom pay for them.
Nice.
So I
Okay,
did
yeah.
already do this one. Folks, yeah, am I happy I gave Wizard of the Coast and Hasbro money in some way, as they are literally doing the thing that they said they do by pushing the Dungeons and Dragons IP? Yeah, I'm not happy about it. Are these really good? Yes, they are. They're really good.
Cool.
Should we pull them up
Validated.
on stream so people can see them?
No, because I don't know if I want to encourage them to buy it.
I'm just looking at them now. I
Yeah, I'm
did a
gonna look them
Google.
up
Yeah.
anyway.
You can look them up. I'm just not gonna put them on stream. I got these character sheet ones where they're asymmetric. They're leather, so the leather Converse, which is great. They're asymmetric colors of like blacks and grays. And
Cool.
then also on the back, it has like character sheet stuff, like it has death saving throws, and it
That's neat.
says the dice giveth and the dice taketh away, and it has
That's
a 1
pretty
and a
cool.
20 on them. They're kind of subtle, which I'm fine with. But like there's the tongues are really, really cool.
Yeah.
So which is why I got them in the first place. And I'm like, my mom also, the number of times I tell her just like she has to like buy me a present because she's my mother and she knows me and she could just do it. But like this one I gave to her already.
Cool. I like that.
My trackpad died, so it seems like a good time to end the stream.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to review our wonderful work today, you're gonna have to do it in the Discord. Sorry, most of you were there. I'll also put it in the Join the Party channel of the Multitude Discord, which is free. So if you want to, go to multitude.productions/community to join that Discord, which is wonderful. But folks, the VODs from the Rolling Bones tour are up. So if you go to jointhepartypod.com/live, you too can enjoy this energy. Parentheses appreciative from all 7 of our live shows. It was so fun. Good God. And I hope you check it out.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I'm stoked. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. All right. So on 3, we say the city we like the least. 1.
I'm not doing that. You can't
I'm
make me
not
do it.
doing
Yeah.
that. Do we want to say the ones that we want to say which ones we
Wisconsin.
like but they can be for different reasons.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think I mean, I think if anyone liked the Camp-Paign, if you liked it, you should definitely go get the one from DC, which is the Camp-Paign. It was a blast.
It
It
was
was
so
a
much
really,
fun.
really good one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Minneapolis had my favorite spirits segment.
I was about to say that
you.
too.
Yeah.
Brandon, I'm sorry. Brandon, I'm sorry. Hey, Brandon, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Seattle astonished me with how good the audience got all our jokes. That was
that's
incredibly
true.
fun. I really enjoyed that.
Thanks
Yeah.
for coming out, hometown.
Oh yeah, and I think for specifically the VOD, so like we may run the audio of 1 or 2 of the segments at different points, but the thing you have to see is Chicago, which I highly recommend. The Spirits game in particular was super fun, and
That's
the
true.
camera's also real nice and crisp and close, and the audience was great. Zach was sitting right near it, keeping it guarded. So Chicago's a good one too.
That's true. The Chicago was the most visual out of all of them for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun.
And there's some other stuff in the VODs that are not just during the Party and Spirits content.
That's right.
So
That's right.
What?
I think you could check that out. if
That's
you wanted
right. You
to.
can only access that by like getting the VOD and listening.
I know. I
and
won't
watch
tell
it.
you what. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's just that's just what it is.
Good.
Who can
I'm glad
say?
they worked out. I'm glad all y'all who couldn't come in person can enjoy.
I got so confused. I'm like, why is there a big spot in the middle of this? And I'm like,
I know,
oh,
I
there's
did
a-
too.
Person's head.
I'm like, is there a spot? Did I look at the eclipse too much? Now I can't see this, but no.
Nah, person's head. Beautiful. Well, yeah, I'll share the images. Eric, having you here is like it's like adding salt to food. It's like when Grimfungo toots on out MSG and then the food tastes so much better than it did before.
Eric, you're a cloud of MSG toot.
Mhm.
Honestly, Brandon, it's the nicest thing you've ever said about me.
right.
Julia has said nicer stuff when she said I put my whole Eric Silverosi into something.
Yes.
That's
Correct.
That's
I
right.
have.
Yeah, and if more teenagers on the internet would like to say that, I'd really like that.
All right, bye everyone.
All right, later.
I know, yeah, we can't click away.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.